I'm Benedetta Connor from Emotional Energy Exchange. One of the things I work really intimately with my clients on are their sabotage programs or limiting beliefs. These are programs that are quite often deeply embedded within the subconscious or the superconscious or the soul as I regard it. And they are beliefs that get in the way of somebody moving forward, overcoming their blocks. So people might be doing a whole lot of work on a surface level, but they keep being drawn back and they can't get out of where they're at because these limiting beliefs continue to hold them in a space. And because they're often subconscious or on a soul level, people aren't aware of that. And so they continue this vicious cycle of like 2 steps forward, 5 steps back, not knowing where these blocks or sabotages are coming from. People often say to me, I feel like I'm self-sabotaging. No matter what I do, I feel like I'm sabotaging my experience. So what I do when I'm working with my clients, and it's one of the most profound techniques that I use, is I identify limiting beliefs that are getting in the way of them moving to where they want to go. What I then do is take it to a far deeper level and find out where those beliefs are coming from, whether it's from something in this life, a childhood experience, where it's coming from within their ancestral lines and it's actually a belief of their ancestors, or whether it's actually coming from a past life experience and impacting on the present. I find that exploring where these beliefs come from gives the individual a really strong association to why they have behaved in the way that they have for so long, and it provides them with an understanding and a motivation to move beyond those beliefs. And what we then do is reverse those limiting beliefs using some very specific techniques, including some neural stresses and some neurolinguistic programming, as well as activating specific acupressure points. What you're going to see in today's video is working with clients around key blocks, key sabotages that are stopping them from moving into a place of pride in self and moving into a place of abundance. So stick with me, and I'm sure that you're going to have your eyes open to our deeper aspects of ourselves that get in the way of us moving to where we desire to go. Hi, I'm Benedetta Connor from Emotional Energy Exchange, and today I'm working with the gorgeous Kat. And we are working on clearing some sabotage programs around abundance. So abundance can mean many things. It's not just money, it's being open to an abundance of joy, being open to an abundance of opportunity, being open to an abundance of happiness. And when there's blocks around abundance, then everything kind of can start to feel a bit lacking. So we are going to set up a goal and then identify some limiting beliefs that are getting in the way of Kat coming into alignment with that goal. So, holding there, saying, I am open to abundance.
I am open to abundance.
Okay, and because Kat's hands aren't holding when she says that, I am open to abundance.
Do you want me to say it again?
Yeah.
I am open to abundance.
We can clearly see that there's some blocks there, which is quite problematic when we're trying to attract in abundance into our life. So we are going to identify, and I'm getting that we've got 1, 2 limiting beliefs or sabotage programs that are getting in the way of that. So first one is around, okay, so the first one I'm getting, and we're going to check this statement and holding here. When it holds, it means Kat's aligned to or believes this is true. When it goes under, whilst I'm placing pressure on her hands, it means, no, I'm not aligned to that. So I want abundance.
I want abundance.
I do not want abundance.
I do not want abundance.
So Kat's belief is, I don't want abundance. Therefore, she's not going to be open to abundance. So when you see that there's a belief like that going on a subconscious level, we start to go, that's all sorts of crazy, because of course we want abundance. But there is something on a subconscious, on a really deep level within Kat that's going, yeah, but no, I don't. No, thank you, I don't want abundance. So we're going to identify where that belief is coming from and understand it, and then we're going to clear it. So we're going to identify where the belief I do not want abundance is coming from, going from present time to 33, 33 to 30, 30 to 20, 20 to 10, 10 to 5, 4 to 3, 3 to 2. When Kat was 2 years old and 10 months is when the belief that I do not want abundance kicked in. So, whilst consciously probably not aware of specifically what it was, what was going on at that stage? Or no, you are aware?
No.
No. Okay, so 2 years, 10 months. I do not want abundance.
I wouldn't have a clue.
When's your birthday?
5th of April.
April, 10 months. So we're early, February. Was there a sibling being born?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Do I need to know more? It's got to do with family. Okay. It's got to do with something you saw on television.
Shocking.
As a 2 years and 10 months. I'm getting a TV show where there was abundance. Do we need to know more? Rich people? Mean rich people. They're the words I'm getting. So as a 2-year-old, almost 3-year-old, Kat's energy body saw a show which reflected people in abundance, rich people, who were mean. And this beautiful little sensitive soul went, I don't want to be like that. And it stuck. Okay? You don't like rich, mean people, do you?
No.
No, and you don't want to be them.
Yeah.
Can rich people be something other than mean?
Of course they can.
Of course they can. So let's change the subconscious belief. Interesting one. Okay, so I'm going to be tapping on Kat's third eye because third eye is how we see, and it's, you know, that greater perspective of how we're seeing. And as an infant, as a toddler, Kat's perception of abundance was morphed into something which continues to impact on her today. And so we need to open up that third eye to see abundance in a broader perspective. So eyes are open and going clockwise. And we're saying, despite holding the belief that I do not want abundance, I truly and completely love and accept myself. And eyes going the other way, despite holding the belief that I do not want abundance, I truly and completely love and accept myself. And eyes closed, going clockwise, despite holding the belief that I do not want abundance, I truly and completely love and accept myself. And eyes going the other way, despite holding the belief that I do not want abundance, I truly and completely love and accept myself. Okay, take a big breath. So what I was doing when I was working with Kat just then, I was tapping on an acupressure point. She was putting a stress in her neurology by rotating her eyes in specific directions with her eyes open and her eyes closed. And we were using really specific language, neuro-linguistic programming, to reframe the way her mind was looking at that statement. So we're just going to check alignment to that statement, saying, I want abundance. I do not want abundance. I open myself to abundance. I can be abundant and a good person. I cannot be abundant and a good person. Good. Okay. So I'm getting that we've got one more sabotage program around I open myself to abundance, which is I I always find it really interesting, which is why I make those funny noises. I will lose myself if I become abundant.
I lose myself if I become abundant.
I will not lose myself if I become abundant.
I will not lose myself if I become abundant.
Right, so being you is really important.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you've got that, well, I want to be me, I don't want to lose who I am, and your association with abundance means I lose myself, then you're going to ditch the abundance, and that's exactly what's happening. So we're going to find out where the belief that I will lose myself if I become abundant. Ooh, and I make other funny noises when I start to get a quick download of what that looks like from a past life experience. Okay, so we're going from present time to 33 to 30. So when I'm age recessing there, and I move back through ages in this life until I get to the point of preconception, and I know that I'm getting that this belief is coming from a time preconception, so I check whether it's ancestral or whether it's coming from a past life, and we're getting a past life, so I simply work my way back. And so I'm getting 12 experiences back. So again, I'm going to dig into what that looks like. So you were a female. You were, and everybody wants to be a slave, and we've got a slave girl here. I always say that everybody thinks they're a slave in a past life, and I think I've only ever had one other slave, but you were a slave girl. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13-year-old, and you were sold off. Ooh. Everyone feel how uncomfortable that is. Sold off into wealth. Just checking whether you embrace that wealth. You were forced to embrace it. You completely lost your connection to who you were in that abundance. Okay. So we just sit with that and kind of like feel the energy of that story start to stir up. And it feels actually really uncomfortable. And so the association is, if I move into wealth, if I move into abundance, then I'm going to lose myself. And I just don't want to do that. So then we come forward to this life and we're like, right, I'm working my little butt off to create a business and create abundance. And there's this sabotage going on, but no, I'm going to lose myself, so therefore let's block that. And is that happening?
Probably. Subconsciously.
Subconsciously, absolutely. And so let's clear this out of the way so that you can open yourself to abundance. Knowing that you're not going to lose yourself with abundance, knowing that it's actually going to fuel you and take you to another level. Where's your connection to self? Yeah. For some reason I have to tap on the umbilicus. It feels like, solar plexus is our connection, is really strong connection to soul self, and we want to reinforce that connection as we change the way you think around this concept of abundance. So eyes are open and going clockwise, and we're saying despite holding the belief that I will lose myself in abundance.
I truly and completely
Love and accept myself. And eyes going the other way, despite holding the belief that I will lose myself in abundance. I truly and completely love and accept myself. And eyes closed going clockwise, despite holding the belief that I will lose myself in abundance. I truly and completely love and accept myself. And eyes going the other way, despite holding the belief that I will lose myself in abundance. I truly and completely love and accept myself. And take a big deep breath and releasing any stories, any mindset attached to losing self with abundance. And holding and saying, I will lose myself in abundance. I will not lose myself in abundance. So we can see that that's holding now And I often just check any other statements around that to see if we're in alignment. I am worthy of abundance.
I am worthy of abundance.
I am not worthy of
I
abundance.
am not worthy of abundance.
I deserve abundance.
I deserve abundance.
I do not deserve abundance.
I do not deserve abundance.
I can handle abundance.
I can handle abundance.
I cannot handle
I
abundance.
cannot handle abundance.
I will be loved if I am abundant.
I will be loved if I am abundant.
Good. I will not be loved if I'm abundant.
I will not be loved if I'm abundant.
I will be rejected if I am abundant.
I will be rejected if I'm abundant.
I will not be rejected if I am abundant.
I will not be rejected if I'm abundant.
Okay, so I just often will flick through any other possible limiting beliefs to check that we've come into alignment, because what we don't want is something after the session coming in and sideswiping us again. So I'm now going to check back in on Kat's goal, which was I open myself to abundance.
I open myself to abundance.
An abundance of joy.
An abundance of joy.
An abundance of love.
An abundance of love.
An abundance of success.
An abundance of success.
An abundance of money.
An abundance of money.
An abundance of happiness.
An abundance of happiness.
An abundance of opportunity.
An abundance of opportunity.
Okay, I think we're open to abundance. Is there anything else we need to do? No. Okay. Thank you, gorgeous girl. So you can see how something like abundance has so many layers to it, and how our deep within our self, within our soul, can be sabotaging what's happening here in this life. And so if you can dig in deep to where they're coming from and clear them up, honor them, honor the story, but clear it up and heal it, change the vibration around it so that the vibration that's coming through is fundamentally different, and then the experience in this life can be fundamentally different. So thank you, gorgeous gal, and I hope you all have got something out of that. And